Well, sometimes it's better to be on time than making sure that those hands are getting through the hitting zone as quickly as possible, and that's what we saw today. A trio of Chicago Cubs synchronizing their watches, and they were certainly on time. PCA beating the brakes off of that one, 437 feet, and then Alex Bregman, that is what you call quick thinking, 374 feet, giving the Cubs a 3-run cushion, and then Seiya Suzuki. Back-to-back campaigns with 20 or more home runs. That one gone to the tune of 409 feet. The Cubs, they were doubling up the Nats at that point, 8-4. Washington, they would tack on another pair, but it wouldn't be enough. The Cubs, they get a 2-run victory, 8-6. And with that said, come on in. This is Cubs Postgame Live, brought to you by Yuengling Flight, the next generation of light beer. Cole Wright, 14-year big leaguer, Carlos Peña getting after it, and anytime the bats are clicking like that, wins, they are certainly sure to follow.
Yeah, it's good to see. I mean, you see Bregman, we've been talking about him coming through with big hits, you know, PCA doing what he does, and Suzuki with a great swing where they're staying through that off-speed pitch, hitting it to right center field with power.
Absolutely. I saw on the Twitter sphere someone saying, I'm not even surprised what Crow-Armstrong is able to do every day. This has just become the norm, no doubt about it, and it's also become the norm when it comes to our guy, Jacob Webb, and we're going with a more tax law group relief when you need it. It's Chicago's closer for complex tax controversy issues, and no controversy here. Craig Counsell, he needed out-getters. He needed 4 outs to get, and who was the dude who was getting them? Jacob Webb, his 3rd 4-out save of the season for his 8th overall. This cat, he's turning into a bulldog right in front of our eyes, Los.
You see the off-speed pitch is falling off the table. The speed differential is very substantial, very difficult for the hitters to defend. And again, you have to respect the fastball as well. That's what makes it so difficult to go up against it.
Oh, look at this, ladies and gentlemen. 20 consecutive scoreless appearances. It's been stretched out over 20 2/3 innings pitched. If you go all the way back to June 24th, Citi Field, taking on the New York Mets. The fellas, they were able to punch the ticket to the clean sweep of the Mets all season long, and that is really when Mr. Webb really started to come into his own, Los.
Yeah, he got really hot right there.
That's
but
right.
The idea is this: when you go out there and you execute your pitches, your sequencing, you know why it works, right? It's not just I'm riding a hot streak. No, you know why your stuff is getting hitters out. Then you're able to repeat it. That's why it's so important. It's like, why and how am I succeeding? When you learn that, then you can just go over and be more consistent every single time you get the ball.
Yeah, that's applicable to any position player at any certain position, but it really applies to those dudes coming out of the arm barn. If you have that confidence, that is a whole new trajectory. And Eric says Webb has been a great addition to this club. He just comes in and does his job. That's right, he's the 2026 installment of Brad Keller, Mr. Have It Your Way. Of course, he went under the knife on a whole different team, get well soon, but he's not around here anymore. This dude, you see, he has been coming around. Alex Bregman, the first 92 games, a traditional slow starter. However, that slow start, clearly a thing of the past. The last 25 games, he is a man on fire. 6 long balls, the slug north of 500, and the OPS, well, it's what Pete's has been pretty much all season long, 933. And for his efforts right about now, Alex Bregman, he's catching up with T-Mac.
Thank you. You just gave hype to the bullpen. I want to start right there with Jacob Webb, what he's done for you guys all season. What's impressed you the most about this run he's on?
No, I think he just comes into the game and competes and executes. And he's got 4 pitches that he can execute whenever he wants to, and he attacks.
Walk me through your home run.
Oh, yeah, just fortunate enough to put a good swing on a good pitch, and got one to sneak out.
Just a quirky play there with the fair ball call. Did Ryan Addison give you any explanation?
I mean, it's a tough call. Obviously, I think I don't know. I don't know exactly what I don't know. I felt like the catcher kind of pulled it fair, and but it's a tough angle, so it is what it is.
Awesome. Thank you.
T-Mac, AB, good stuff. So Bregman 3 for 5 in this one. That last one, well, there's still a ruling out on that one, but nevertheless, 3 for 5, 3 knocks. The productivity for Alex Bregman, it's certainly starting to trend upward, isn't it, towards the back end?
We can see what it means to have that bat, you know, be a bat of impact in the middle of the lineup. And you and I really dove deep earlier, just a few days ago where we were looking at the fact that he's using a heavier bat. Now the timing is where it needs to be. And instead of him focusing on trying to hit fly balls, it's more about let me be on time.
Line
and
drive.
when you're on time, those line drives, they turn into home runs. And again today, with another placata, I mean, that's what you want to see. But what is his focus? I'm going to be on time and ready to hit.
Yeah, Alex Bregman using the longer lumber, a little extra heft to it, and he's found out that mass moves mass. John Simonson, that Bregman is so hot right now. Absolutely, Zoolander style. We'll see if he continues to remain hot because there were a whole bunch of dudes who were on some heaters. We know Pete, the solo home run right there. Seiya, a two-sacker, and the solo stroll. Bregman, he was warm right there. And Carson Kelly, his ability to drive runners across, that is what you need towards that back end of the lineup, and hopefully we see a whole bunch more of that as the season continues to progress. Let's get to some professional grade plays presented by your Chicagoland and Northwest Indiana. Oh,
My goodness.
I didn't expect that. Is that my goodness?
Don't worry about it, because
I'm going to hit 437 feet.
I'm going to give you some placatas coming up soon with the breakdown.
Okay. Well, I knew that was coming. As I said, presented by your Chicagoland and Northwest Indiana GMC dealers and PCA. Right now, the things that he's doing, we talked about it with Lance on Cubs Live. The MVP battle between he and Shohei Ohtani, it's going to pretty much boil down to WAR. But once upon a time, you finished third in Major League Baseball in WAR, but you finished ninth in the MVP votings. That doesn't necessarily always hold true, does it, Los?
We cannot have that happen here.
We can't.
Come on. It needs to change. We have to give credit where credit is due. This should be a meritocracy, and this man right here is absolutely just dominating Major League Baseball. Today, making an adjustment right before our eyes. Long at bats, but let's start with the first one. Right here, he just takes it off the corner right there for balls. 2-0, gets his swing. He wants that one back. Again, the ball keeps on going away from him. He wants that pitch back, fastball inside, pops it up. You can see him smiling. He's like, man, I missed him. Right
That's
now,
an angry smile.
Oh, yeah, exactly. I can't, again, right here, he gets away with the fastball. He's like, are you serious? You're going to continue to challenge me and I keep on fouling off this pitch? So he's at that late. Again, another fastball up and in. Now he's like, okay, I need to get going earlier. This, was a very long at bat. Right here with the off-speed pitch, he puts it foul, and then again battling, taking the pitch, he gets it there, and he goes placata on it. Now that's the 9th pitch that was thrown, and when you're in the mound, you're just throwing, and the hitter is able to really get you placata. You're on time, right? You get the feel for the pitcher. It's like, why am I late on him? You yourself's like, I thought I had him. And then you're in the box, you're getting all your fastballs. I'm like, I'm slightly late. What's going on? But you keep on seeing him. He keeps on fouling off pitches, and then he gets on cadence. After that off-speed pitch that he pulled foul, he comes with the elevator heater. And he was on time to hit it, and he was on top of it. Hit a bullet line drive out of the park. Sure. That ball was smoked. The third hardest home run hit by a Cub, right? Yeah. This year. Smoked.
Oof. Yeah, that ball, it did have a family. They were rubbed down in Mississippi mud. They had a big gathering, all planned. They were going whitewater rafting, but Pete said, guess what? You and your family, no more. That one is going 437 feet, and it's going to go home with one lucky patron this evening. How about the OPS leaders, qualified batters this season? Well, he's hot on the heels of Shohei Ohtani and quite possibly the American League installment of the most valuable player, because Yordan Alvarez, he has been lighting lamps down there in Houston all season long. But so have the Cubs, 20 games over 500 for a season high watermark. You love the way that looks. You also love the fact that the fellas were able to do it with fewer hits than the Nats, a 9-11, but they came out with a win.